It's a village that's been down on its luck.
But some of its residents decided they couldn't wait for help. They had to help themselves.
This week, Side Roads of Central Ohio took 10 TV's Kristen Hartman to Glouster, and she's here with one man's remarkable story, how he spruced things up.
Yeah, the people who I met there were tired of talking about their town's problems. So they're following that one man's lead, one man who believes in the power of paint to start a renaissance.
A few years ago, you couldn't walk into Josie's old company store because it didn't exist. The Glouster business sells a little bit of everything, from handmade jewelry to produce to coal art.
And of course, this says Ohio coal.
Ohio coal.
It makes sense. It's part of Glouster's history. When coal boomed, the town did too. When coal collapsed,
There's no work in these hills.
the hustle bustle disappeared. Chuck Wood knows. He returned to Glouster after spending years away from the childhood place he loved.
Were you sad by what you saw?
Very much. Excuse me, the buildings had collapsed. I don't know, it was like a dream that had gone wrong.
And I thought, gee, this town needs a friend. And so I just thought, what can I do to sort of perk it up a little bit?
James Cotter pulled out a brush and got to work. He decided a fresh coat of paint on Glouster surfaces is just what it needed to begin its bounce back.
You do this for free.
Yeah. Here, you want to help?
He's recruiting me.
Since James began his makeover in 2012, the volunteer ranks have grown, with people painting homes, businesses, dugouts, you name it. It all got the attention of the CBS Evening News. After the network's story aired, small donations to cover material costs started coming in from all over the country, along with kind notes.
It's amazing what a little paint will do. More than anything else, it gives people hope.
It's just amazing. He inspired me.
He inspired you to do what?
To get busy and do something.
For Chuck and his wife Josie, that something was opening the company's store. New life in an old town, and the facelift continues.
He said, what do you think about putting Norman Rockwell on the walls here? And of course, as I told you, I'm not much into art, but I know Norman Rockwell and Saturday Evening Post, and I said, you've got to be kidding.
He wasn't. Jim the painter worked to bring some of the masters to downtown Glouster. Jumbo prints of 4 works of art.
These are awesome. These are awesome.
People here say they add a touch of class and build on what they've been trying to restore, one business, one brush stroke at a time.
And it's important to try to bring this back to something that we can all be proud of. And you can see it by our flag, pride. That's the word, pride.
No surprise, Chuck has a big hand in planning the upcoming Appalachian Color in the Hills Festival, which runs from October 4th through the 6th. In its second year, he says the Food, Music, and Arts and Crafts Fest is part of the rebirth of Glouster, and it's an opportunity to roll out the welcome mat and say, look what we're doing here. I love it, Kurt.